The last thing, and I apologize, I've sort of put this together at the last minute. Dave was going to give us the little report on the events and some of the upcoming stuff, and he is ill today and unable to be here. So I put as much together as I could. If you have any questions that you don't think I've touched on something that you've heard, please catch me afterwards. But first of all, the next event, of course, is a week from today. It's the barbecue. Interestingly, when we did a survey, the recent survey, and produced the survey we've ever done, the most popular event that we do every year is our picnic. And it's no small wonder, you know, it's just a fun afternoon, great food. I can't tell you how pretty Horizon Village is. My first time out there was last year, and I thought it was beautiful last year as they were coming out of COVID. They had done a really nice job of getting it back up to speed. We were out there a month or so ago, taking another last look at it, and it's spectacular. They have taken last year, and it's just amazing what they have done. They've added a couple of areas, but I don't care how familiar you think you are with it, when you see it, you're going to instantly recognize it. It is just, it's at a whole new level. So something fun to see, and there's plenty of things for everybody out there, family. There's still the zoo, so got some new babies in the zoo. They've added a couple gardens. They've really got a nice program out there, so the whole family can enjoy it. Our particular area, we're using exactly the same area we had before. We have it's under the museum, as they call it. We have a large, just in case the weather is like it is today, but I was talking with John, I think it was this morning, that on the way in here as I was riding in, and it all of a sudden dawned on to me that it's raining this weekend, which means it will not be raining next weekend. So we expect the same kind of weather we had last year without the wind, John. So we'll get it in, and of course the golf ball drop is going to be going on again, the charity thing. You can buy your tickets. John, you're going to be here.
We'll be here right outside.
Right outside. You can buy your golf ball tickets. I hate to tell you that I already bought the one that pays $30,000 as a prize. I'm being honest with you, but second and third prizes are still available, and so you can go out and buy your tickets for those. But that's a fun event. For those of you who weren't there, how many people were there last year? Okay. The lot where we do the drop looks like a grass park. It's like a football field sized area, and it looks like it's grass as you're walking up to it. And it is in between the cement blocks. Okay? So now imagine, and it's all pared down to ground level. The cement comes right up to the same level as the grass. And it's cement blocks that are put on their sides, so the holes were available, and they filled those and put the grass seed in there. And it's beautiful, and obviously more durable than just a grass field because they use it for parking. But imagine a balloon rising up 60 meters, whatever, they go up into the air, and then dropping 300 golf balls onto the grass and cement. You can sort of understand why you can be standing there and all of a sudden you're looking and golf balls are going that way by you. Not hard enough to hurt you or anything, but it is, golf balls themselves hitting each other can do crazy things, but just imagine hitting each other and cement. And it's kind of fun. I mean, it really was, we all enjoyed that. They're also going to have the big balloon, one of the big balloons laying in a different area, laying on the ground with fans that have it up for kids to play in. You can crawl inside after they take their shoes off and go in there. And the kids loved it last year, and we're going to do that again this year. The barbecue is again done by dudes. It's just going to be a fun day. So if you can find the time, I think you would find it to be a really great day, and you'll figure out why everybody thinks it's so popular. So that's going on. You can buy your tickets through the newsletter. There's a button in there to buy your tickets for that. And I will tell you the early bird price expires at 6 p.m. this coming Thursday. After that, it'll cost $100 more at the door. Okay, that's the barbecue, the golf ball drop. we've got in, and by the way, second and third prizes are what, 15?
10 and 5.
10 and 5. So there are 30,000, 10,000, and 5,000 baht prizes with your ticket. Each ball you buy, and there's no limit, is 1,000 baht per ball, and you take your chances in a maximum of 300. So it's actually, incredibly good odds. So give that some thought. The final thing that I wanted to bring up, we teased you a little bit in the newsletter about the Christmas party. It will be in this very room. We've pretty much got all the details done. It's sort of a function of dollars, and we should know that within the next, say, week to 10 days, whether or not we're there to do that. That would be December 10th. Put that on your calendar, December 10th. Going to be a fun evening again. That has also been a very popular event. We did not do it last year because of finding we did something else different. This year we've decided to try to do that one instead of the expensive wine tasting in December, which is a big success, but not as available to a wider group. We really wanted to try to get back to the Christmas thing and have some kind of a Christmas event. So we are working on that, and we'll let you know very shortly on that one for sure. But if you want to tentatively book the 10th of December, you've got that going. One other thing before I forget, Peter Bell is with Children's Sight Project, and I have to tell you, one of the most rewarding things I have done since I have lived here, and I wish I had started sooner, is working with Peter and going out with the Children's Sight Project. It is such a marvelous program, giving kids who otherwise would have no opportunity for the help, to give them the help and the gift of sight. And for some of these kids who have never seen anything clearly in their life, you just can't believe what it's like to watch their eyes when they put those glasses on for the first time and see their friends and their classroom and what the outside looks like, and just imagine how their life changes. And wonderful organization, wonderful work that he does. And there's quite a slew of volunteers, a lot of them sitting in this room that would echo everything I'm saying. And Peter is holding his annual fundraiser. We mentioned there's an ad in the newsletter about that, but I would strongly urge you, if you can get to that, that's going to be helping. The specific project is to buy pads, more like an iPad, that the children that aren't totally blind but nearly blind can put whatever they're reading on that iPad, blow it up to the biggest size, and then they hold it close to their eyes, but they can see and read. And many times that's how they, in school, it's a big help to be able to do that. And it's providing this fundraiser, the primary purpose is to provide the funds to go out and buy those pads so that we can provide the kids with the ability to see their schoolwork. So a good thing, to be a fun 137 Pillars. What's the date?
15th of December.
15th of December. So again, there is information about that in the newsletter, and I would highly encourage you to consider that. That should be a fun evening as well. Okay, and the last thing is, and I'm sorry they didn't let us know earlier, but again, the Malia thing, I think they may be still out there, or they will certainly be there in the future as you come in. You might want to stop and do that. Just takes a second or two. It's real easy. Benefits them, and you get a free glass of juice or a soda or whatever you want. Oh, thank you. I forgot. And you told me about this too. Sorry. The Dukes. Now realize that the Dukes breakfast next week on the 4th has been canceled because of the picnic, but they now have opened it up, and we're going to do it the following week. So there is a Saturday Saturday breakfast at the Dukes on the 11th. Okay, and that news is out in the latest newsletter, and we'll keep putting it out there. But if you want to make plans, the 11th is a go. Still no word, by the way, on adding a second one at this point, but I think we're getting closer to that every day. So, any questions on events that I can answer? We've got a minute or two here, so that's good. Any questions on events? Wonderful. I want to thank you all for coming. Hope you had an enjoyable and productive day, and we will hopefully see you a week. Oh, the volunteers thing, yes. Chile has placed a sign-up list. We've had a wonderful response. I got to tell you, I'm very overwhelmed by the number of people who have answered our call for volunteers in the newsletter. I'm still trying to get back to a lot of them, but I haven't had a chance to do that. But if you are interested in volunteering, and this means it's really sort of up to you what you would volunteer for. We just need a group of people that we can put the word out to and let people help us out if that need interests them or whatever we need people for. So it's not a lot of time. It's going to be usually just a single event type of a deal. They're all the way up to working on committees or whatever. So there's all kinds of opportunity. If you'd like to spend a little time with us, please fill that out. So thank you, Kathy, for reminding me. All right, thank you very much. Be safe getting home.
Real quick question.
Sure. Yeah. Yes, you be considered tax bill. Any of the type is highly tax free. Will not be taxed here in Thailand. The U.S. Social Security have to give you credit. They can't tax the U.S. Social Security.
Right. Even someone who isn't paying tax on the U.S.
Would not have to would not be taxed. Only the U.S. has the right to tax Social Security.
Sorry, which one are you?
Mortgage tax.
Which one? Tax. So just these are almost items. So we're supposed to have a tax ID. We haven't bothered.
Yeah, supposedly yes, you're supposed to have a tax ID number. We're having a tax ID number, filing a tax number.
But I'm Canadian and I have a Canada tax.
Yeah, but in Thailand, you're meeting 180-day rules. You're supposed to do this, but you don't really do this because you don't know how to do this.
And there's 10,000 of us to go after.
Exactly. So, and that's one of the things about this is if this occurs, you'd have to start getting a tax ID number, which more than likely would be part of your visa renewal. Yeah. And then you'd have to file a tax return.
Are there
Speculation.
like total tax for Thailand?
No comments. Yeah, I mean I'm stuck in the situation of how much do I invest in new office space, desks, staff members, because we're talking exactly. Like, normally you would never talk to us, but now you kind of have to go to us to understand the tax system if they have to file a tax return. So I'm sitting there going, do I invest $200,000 or $500,000, or do I do nothing on this? It's a weird situation.
So the other question I think is also would they ever consider withholding the transfer to a bank here, and then you have
Possibly.
to go, and then you go prove that you.
I can give you a firm yes, no, and a maybe. No one, and the biggest problem with this is you're trying to move to a global tax system, but on a remittance basis, but it doesn't quite work in both ways. We're trying to do this